Hi, Barthy.
What's going on?
What's your read on how Vrabel's tone when it comes to Steph Diggs? Is it too much of the Felger Mazz translator, or are we onto something?
I mean, I don't think he's the most pleased with it. I don't think he's any less pleased than he was a couple weeks ago. The thing about, ideally we want all the players to be here. You compared his answer yesterday to his answer today. His answer, whatever it was last week, 2 weeks ago, like the day after the video came out, was very similar to what he said today. So again, I don't think he's the most pleased with it, but I don't think it's something that's really changed the last few weeks. I don't think it's gotten worse.
True.
Hasn't gotten better either.
I don't think it's gotten better either. I think he just kind of is where he is with it, and he's annoyed that it happened. And you've talked about this. I think he's more annoyed with Diggs not being with the team than maybe what it was he was doing when he was away. But I don't think like Diggs has come here and poked and prodded any further and made it worse. But I don't think it's gotten any better either.
Okay, I think that says something.
It does.
Still hasn't won him over.
Yeah, right.
In other words.
Yeah, Vrabel hasn't given any ground is the way I look at it. He was agitated, and he hasn't let it go yet. So, he should hold it over Diggs' head a little bit, and I think he's doing that.
Once again, the Patriots reporters down there, excellent job. Steph Diggs made himself available, and they went right at it. Even Roche, who I would not think would be the first in line to discuss the ass-twerking, thong, hard drug, party boat thing.
If it works, it works.
If it twerks, it works. There it is. Felger Mazz.
Got it, Bart.
Paid attention.
Yeah.
Felger Mazz, School of Journalism.
Nothing wrong with a thong.
On the opening syllabus. If it twerks, it works. It used to be if it bleeds, it leads, but this is our iteration of it. If there's big booty twerking with a thong and bags of drugs, Barthy, that goes on top of the page, dude. Okay?
It is right now.
Is it?
His answer, our write-up on his answer.
Okay, so Roche, again, not the thong twerk drug guy.
You think Roche knows how to twerk?
He went right at it. Here was the exchange. First 4 or 5 questions. The Diggs were just about it. Go ahead, Jimmy.
If it works, it works.
Tell us about the video, and I think a lot of people are curious just as to how it came about and is everything okay with Coach Vrabel?
Obviously, I want to be as candid with you guys as possible. I kind of have a thing where talk about my personal life with people I don't know personally. I'm pretty sure everybody here, men and women, are great people, but you know what I'm saying, I kind of keep my personal life personal. I had a conversation with Graves, obviously. I'm going to echo everything that he said. He told me, hoping everybody making good decisions, you know what I'm saying? And I had a conversation with people in the building as well, so, everything else is everything else. The particulars is all internal.
Sorry, understanding that, it's kind of incumbent on us to ask, what was in the bag?
Obviously, it's a conversation, that's happening internal. You know what I'm saying? I can't have too much of a conversation about it, but I've been in this league 10 years. You can format the question many different ways. I'm obviously answered the same way.
Steph, I just have one. Did you know it was being recorded?
Once again, you can format the question many different ways. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for 10 years. The conversation that I had with Braves and the people in the building, obviously, is going to be handled internal, you know what I'm saying, an in-house thing. So.
Do you regret it happened?
So you asked me again. I would hate to repeat myself again.
Obviously, we saw you afterwards here. So even though you've been in the league for 10 years, we all learn things every single day. What did you learn from it? How do you move forward with it as a New England Patriot?
Obviously, I don't want to be rude, but I would hate to repeat myself for the 4th time. But you want me to repeat myself again? Say the same thing again? I mean, I'm trying to be as polite as possible, but
how important is it to be here for you?
100%. I mean, anything football related, I would love to answer a question too. But I was happy to be here. I was happy to be back to work. Seeing the guys, being around the guys. Football is the main thing. The only thing I care about is winning. So keeping the main thing the main thing.
Okay, so that was it. Tommy Kern, second question in. What was in the bag? Brilliant. What was in the bag?
What's in the bag?
So, well, first of all, Barthy, what did you take from the whole exchange?
He's not going to put up and try to paint this a certain way. Like sometimes guys will get up there and they have their piece, and it was just nope, not going to talk about it. And I feel like I don't think he's eager to talk about it, but I also wonder if Vrabel, that was part of their conversation, was we're not addressing this, we're not discussing, as my piece has been said, we're moving on. But I think that's all we're going to get out of him. Even if it comes up again, it's going to be I'm not going to talk about that. It's my personal life.
I mean, as of right now, Vrabel has control of the situation. It's like it started out with Diggs having control, and I think Vrabel has seized that.
And he will until the money starts.
Right, exactly.
Until the real money starts being disseminated.
Right, or until Diggs screws up the next time.
Which is why still, Barthy, I don't think this thing is in the bag. I said when the thing still happened that he's 60-40 to make the team. So I still think odds are he'll be on the team. But I'm not moving off that. I think this is closer to a toss-up than people are giving it credit for. And I'm not saying when I say not make the team, that could easily be he failed the physical. That they aren't willing to, or, released injury designation, injury settlement, things of these. I'm not saying they're going to.
It's not, you were on the boat, we're cutting you.
Cut them grieve, it's going to be injury settlement sort of thing, and that's just sort of their out. And I stand by that. I mean, it's still not off to a great start.
I mean, I think he makes the team just because they've been so starved for talent at that position. What's more interesting to me is what happens if, a month in and he's cleared medically and all of that, a month in he's not producing. Because then that conversation is going to come back and all that.
So like I said, I think he makes the team too, just so I'm clear. But I think the odds of him being successful, have been diminished with the way that the start that this is, that what's happened so far, I think makes it less likely for him to be what they need him to be.
Well, so those are two different things. Like I think he's on the team, he's going to be on the roster week 1. What does their performance look like out of the gate? I think that's when you hit that fork in the road, is if he comes out and he's struggling, then there's going to be, those questions about, well, what was he doing in the offseason? Was he focused enough on his rehab? Was he focused enough on the playbook? That's where this whole thing is going to kind of live in limbo until we actually figure out if there's results or not. Because on the flip side, if he comes out and puts up big numbers, this all goes away like that.
Do we have he was asked at some point, I'm sorry, I can't see the numbers and what's written. He was asked about being ready week 1, Jimmy, because I know that, of course, when he was a free agent trying to find a team, it was week 1.
It was the next question after that.
Number 6.
Exchange.
Let's hear it.
Stefon, is your plan to be ready to go by week 1?
Oh, great question.
I was trying to, I figured football would be change pace.
We'll see how it goes. Obviously, I'm making the rules. I'm grinding each and every day, though. Obviously, I can't do too much of the team stuff, but I'm eager to get out there. So whenever they do press the button, I'm gonna be ready. I'm grinding though every day.
How do you personally feel? Like, how does your leg feel when you're out there doing what you're able to do?
I'm confident. I kind of took my rehab pretty serious. So in the beginning phases, I wasn't as confident, but I was trying it out. But good thing I was away from everybody. But when I came back here, obviously was in a mindset of I'm trying to get after and get going. But they it's kind of like a dog on a leash. Like you want to bring them back a little bit, especially me because I want to go. But it's the timing of everything, and I'm looking forward to training camp.
Okay, when before he signs, they know week one, incredible recovery. Now it's like we'll see, which is predictable. And again, I think the real decisions get made when the money is due. Has he been paid the money? Has he passed the physical? Jimmy, number 7. Let's hear that one, please.
Steph, if he passed the physical?
I haven't had it yet. We had something like it, so maybe I have passed it, but it's kind of up to them. I kind of just been playing it by ear and just
some
doing
of the
what I
money
can.
in your deal was tied into passing the physical.
Oh, you saying how I got the money yet? Yeah. I got to check the account. That's
when it gets real. Does he have the money yet?
Yeah, I mean that answer at the beginning, I think they told him you're not saying anything about anything. Okay, so keep it tight. Don't give out anything, and when we're ready, we'll give you a physical and you'll get your money. Like that. I mean, he sounded pretty reserved, all things considered. I think they told him to put a freaking cork in it. I'm serious. I am dead serious. I think that they told him just shut up.
Barthy, how did he look?
He looks good. He's moving very well. Like for a guy 7 months off an ACL, the way he's running, the straight line speed, he's cutting, and he's not doing the full team drills. So we're not seeing him in that setting. But when they're running routes on air, when he's running routes off to the side, it looks like he's going close to 100%, and he doesn't seem hesitant. There's not even a brace or any sort of sleeve on the knee, which you usually see for these guys coming off that injury. So if you told me towards ACL 7 months ago, I wouldn't believe you. Like, he looks further along than you'd expect somebody in that situation. I don't know what the medicals are behind the scenes, but just like eyeballing it, he's got 3 months to go. Yeah, I could see him playing week 1.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Mazz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.